Thank you. I'd like to ask the Minister responsible for residential tenancies about pet evictions. This is the issue that pet shelters are speaking about increasingly, whereby landlords are introducing new no-pet clauses to existing rental leases as a way to get around the rent cap, in the words of Linda Felix from the cat shelter Spade HRM. And so often, of course, the way this works is that tenants will move rather than be separated from their animals, and the result is that the door is opened into a new tenancy to which, by definition, the rent cap won't apply. So will the minister exercise his responsibility, his authority and capacity to stop this practice of pet evictions?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Service Nova Scotia.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. So for the benefit of the House, anytime there's such a change to the conditions of the lease, the landlord must provide a minimum of 4 months' notice. What I would say as well, pertaining to the member's questions with respect to pet evictions, that a landlord, or rather a tenant, has the right to submit an application to the board to in fact determine if that change is reasonable, and that decision will be made by the program officer. But there is provisions within the Act that the change in the conditions of the lease can be contested at the tenancy board. Thank you very much.
The Honourable Member for Halifax-Chebucto.
Additionally, Madam Speaker, not everybody facing a pet eviction has got a place that they can move to. So increasingly in the housing crisis, people are forfeiting, giving up their animals so they don't get evicted themselves. Linda Felix of Spade HRM says that she has come to dread the end of the month because at that time of the month they get so many of these kinds of calls. So the Minister has indicated that he is unmoved by the experience of those who are being dislocated so that they're able to keep their animals. Will he explain why he doesn't think people in this very difficult situation are deserving of the protections of the government of Nova Scotia?
The Honourable Minister for Service Nova Scotia.
I simply refute that I'm unmoved by my response. In fact, I'm a pet lover myself. I have a cat at home that I'm very proud to have. So to imply in whichever way that I don't like animals, that's not the truth, Madam Speaker. Again, it's important for both tenants and landlords to understand their rights and responsibilities, and that's why through the department we will be embarking again this fall on public education awareness campaign on a number of topics, including those that are brought to the floor of this legislature. But again, it's important for tenants and landlords to know their rights and responsibilities pertaining to pet evictions. And again, I'd remind members and all Nova Scotians that if there's a landlord that changes the conditions, including with respect to pets, so that they can apply to the tenancy board. Thank you very much.